Good morning. I didn't do a video yesterday. There's a reason for that. The magician you see made all the difference in the world to me. It came as we slept. I don't think the hermit was pleased. I think he pounded his wand, and the magician's response to that, the sun, was to get high up, a red dot, an airplane flying overhead, a light. The reason I have this paper here is because I want to mark that day, yesterday, as 0. Have you ever seen a book that begins with 0? In the terminology that I use in my studies, in Sabian studies, this is called the Ouad, O-U-A-D, the Ouad. I didn't expect that to happen yesterday, not at all. But nevertheless, I follow my inner feelings. I'm not going to present to you when the idea is to be a day of all possibilities, but nothing to be shared. So, here we are. It's Wednesday, and this day is ruled by Mercury. Can you see this? The geometrical shape is the hexagon. This represents our heart chakra. So I actually did not think that I would be recording today because I always jump to conclusions. They say, expand your mind, yes, but don't do it by jumping to conclusions. And here's my, I don't know if you can see that either, the Tesla cup. That's what we're studying here, the Enneagram, all about vibrations. So what I'd like to do for you today, since we come from a day of the Ouad and now we are at the monad, things that are beginning, I would like to read to you of the 3 archetypes that came as we slept. Now, just getting my paper prepared here to read to you. I don't think I'm going to say too much about it other than to read it to you, and I'll focus on it so you can also see it and take a picture if you want. But let me straighten that up because we're not at the Ouad anymore, are we? No, we're at the monad now. I guess it wants to show. Anyway, let us read through these 3 archetypes that arrived as we slept. The hermit, the father, came at 1:23 a.m. This is Central Time, so forgive me. Maybe I'll leave out the time references. The keyword given is sharpness. 2 giggling young girls are sitting facing each other, knees touching tightly, working a Ouija board on their laps. This is a symbol of the possible conscious touch between realms, visible and invisible, or the human desire for crossing the gulf between this and the other life. It is a degree of inquiry, a questioning of the superficial facts of being. Pause the video and think on that. Next came the magician at Libra 29. Keyword animation. A man stands alone in surrounding gloom. Were his eyes open to spirit things, he would see helping angels arriving. This is a symbol of the brightening influences always surrounding an individual when once he opens himself to the full of his own destiny. A slow realization of betterment, unsolicited advantages in objective life. Finally came the high priestess with a secret to give us behind the veil. We may have indeed awoken during the phase of the high priestess. Her keyword is composition. In the cauldron of the universe, the rocks and world stuff are in process of formation. The metals glint within. This is a symbol of the irresistible determination of all things to be, or of the foundation creativity inherent in all manifestation, unyielding determination and resourcefulness, endless capacity for hard work. During the high priestess time, sunrise arose. Virgo 18, Acumen, going back to where the hermit marked it at solar midnight. We now arrive at the more exoteric yet Kabbalistic symbols. It still is a Ouija board. The key word is acumen. Isn't it interesting that what's missing are the two giggling young girls sitting facing each other? To do a Ouija board, you need two people. Yesterday, the magician was alone. He needed to just be in a place of observation. Yesterday was a volcano in eruption. Yesterday, I will be silent about what I learned about yesterday, for it is the Ouad. This is Sagen wishing you a wonderful day. Let us begin.